Hi, this is Ghost217 and welcome back to my second commentary. This is 102 and 6 on the map Jungle with the galil. I'll talk about that in a second, but starting off, I'd like to thank everyone for watching my last video. I got a great response from everyone, other than my voice was a bit droll for some people. I know that the amount of views I got was probably not reflective to the amount of subscribers I had, as I think I had 11 subscribers and I got over 300 views on the video now. I think that's probably mainly down to certain people like Bread and Colin, who gave me shout outs and tweeted out that my video was up and that people should go and check it out. And also just thank you all for watching it. It was much appreciated. It's nice to see work going well. Now on to what I want to talk about, which is the gameplay. As you can see at the moment, I made a very stupid choice, which was shooting the wrong person, but that was what I kind of reflected throughout this game, was I just made poor choices throughout the whole game. And I was lucky, I think, to get the 100 plus. This is why I chose this game over some of the others. I mean, I've got some better scores, but I wanted to sort of prove that everyone makes mistakes, as we say. As you can see, my first death, I chose to shoot the wrong person over by the A spawn. I was really quite irritated with myself because I was sort of one off a blackbird at this point, and I really should have got that blackbird. Now, also here, I mean, there's nothing I could do about this death. I mean, there's no way you would expect some kid to be sitting in that corner. I genuinely don't understand what the fuck he was doing there. But that's something you learn to live with Black Ops. So as you can see, I wasn't starting the game very well. I also really should not have run out here because I should have been expecting him. You never try and engage someone when they've got the higher point of advantage over you, which I tried again. And yet again, for some reason, I decided I needed to kill this kid and went back for the revenge kill, which was stupid. I'm never going to. I shouldn't have gone for it. But admittedly, I did get lucky in the fact he still thought I was on the bridge and got away with the kill. I think at this point I actually start turning the game around, but I know, here's another stupid choice. That guy I just shot was not looking at me. I had a guy down the little pathway in front of me. I also had a guy further down the rocks who was also looking at me. And I chose the one kid who wasn't looking at me to shoot at, which is a progressive mistake I seem to make all the time. Another mistake I tend to make quite often is reloading when I don't need to. I've got a galil with a 36 round mag and I seem to reload every kill I get, and it's just not necessary, which again winds me up, and it's one of the mistakes I find, and I try and make it so if you're watching this video, I can give a bit of advice. Don't need to reload every time you get a kill. It's not necessary. I mean, obviously it helps if you've got the time, obviously do it, but it's not necessary. Also, the chopper gunners did do quite well, but then again, that's jungle, you kind of expect it, which is probably why I ended up with the 100 plus over just a sort of average game. Here, I actually made a good choice once. The first guy was not shooting at me, and the guy was coming, who wasn't stunned, which the previous guy was. Also, in this game, I did call my blackbirds in straight away, which I usually don't like doing, for the very simple fact I like to build up my kill streaks next time I respawn. But as it wasn't going particularly well at the start of this game, as you may have noticed, I've died 3 times I think already. I just wanted to get him in there, get my kill streaks, and actually go to work with them. But I think the first chopper didn't do that well because they shot it down very quickly. But I feel the guy who was shooting it down left quite quickly out of it. Also, you notice in this commentary, I decided to cut the chopper gunners out, which I was. A couple of people recommended that I cut them out because it's just no one wants to see that anymore. It's been seen, it's been done. So I've cut them out. Tell me what you guys think. If you want me to leave them in, I can do, but it seems easier to cut them out rather than sort of have a fast forwarding section and blah 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 blah. Anyway, moving on. Something else I want to talk about this gameplay was my connection. I know it's a poor excuse, but I'm finding it quite difficult to get gameplays of late. I mean, not impossible, I'm still getting them, but it's much harder than I used to have it. This was sort of obviously a lucky one, but I used to have a much better connection. As many of you know, I've now moved into my 4th year of study, and coming in with that, I moved house, and last year I had a lovely connection. It was a 30 meg Virgin connection, which meant I pulled host pretty much every game. This game, this game? That's not the right word. I mean, this year I've moved into a new house, which is a place slightly different in the fact that I have a much worse internet connection. I think it's about a 2 or 3 meg connection, which means your chopper gunners don't do anywhere near as well, and neither do your guns have any form of the hit detection that they once did, which makes getting everything a bit more challenging. Not impossible, as you can probably tell by certain players that are out in the Call of Duty community, like Fear Crads and Man in Black, who, as far as I'm aware, have very bad connections. Well, I say that, I know Mike has changed his connection, he did upgrade it, but I know Alex has still got a very poor connection. This doesn't stop them putting up the games, it's just sort of getting used to that connection. You get very sort of instilled in the fact that you have the best connection out there, and if you're a host, you kind of don't think about it. I mean, in certain respects, like gun battles, I'll put a certain amount of bullets into someone thinking it should drop them, because I was so used to having those amount of shots that you should fire into someone, only to find that they're still alive, sitting there going, why have you stopped shooting me? I think I'll kill you now. Which is quite annoying sometimes, but that's my own discretion, and I have to try and alter my game style to such so that I don't make these silly mistakes anymore. Another thing I want to talk about was the Battlefield 3 beta. I mean, as you know, I came from Battlefield originally. I really liked the beta, and I was surprised how well it played on the console. I did get a couple of gameplays whilst it was out, and I was wondering whether you guys would like to see that instead of seeing another Call of Duty video. Please let me know in the comments below, it would be much appreciated. Also, please tell me how this commentary went, as it's now wrapping up at the end of the gameplay again. As you can see, I did get actually a few captures and defends this game, which is a bit of a mix-up from 100 plus. Usually you only end up with a couple, which is nice. Anyway, this is me signing off. Please leave a comment and a like rating, and I shall see you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.